What are you doing, Mama? Howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. Just me and the critters. Well, part of the critters. Brad just took Charlie to go for a walkabout because he is probably the best behaved and most social of the 3 dogs. I know. Surprising, right? The one that everybody wants to have you wants to not let you in places with because he's supposed to be an aggressive breed dog. It's the one that's most social and best behaved. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, it is December 13th, 2017. It is Wednesday evening at 6:26 p.m. I just woke up from a little nap. My sleep pattern is just all wackadood. He's the nice coffee. Let's do the weather. Let's do the weather. Missy and Nixie, everybody behave. It's cold out, I know that, guys. I know it got down to 32 last night here, which is very odd. But Nixie and Heide behave. It is 50 degrees. Real feel is 51. The high is 59. The low will be 46. So it's still down there. But tomorrow is supposed to be, the high is supposed to be 68 degrees, which I'm excited about. Let's see when I left you guys last night. Geez, I can't even remember what we had for dinner. Oh, Brad did that pulled pork with that mix, and it was very good. I know, Michelle, you were asking about it, and it was very good, and we really enjoyed it. So easy. I highly recommend those. You know, we like to spice it up some, so we did spice it up, but that's just us, because we don't like a lot, we don't like heat spice, but we like spice. Like garlic and stuff. But I did add some onion to it because we like onion. So, we had that, and I made homemade potato salad. And I spent the rest of the evening. I had to take water pills, so I spent the rest of the evening finishing up a 5D, which I can't show you because I don't have it right here, but I'll show it to you in a few days. But I'm not going to start another 5D right now because there's a shawl that I need to finish, and also I'm wanting to do some cross stitch and stuff. You know, so I only have time for about 3 different crafts, and I'm the type of person I'll spend like a couple hours doing this craft and a couple hours doing this craft and then a couple hours doing that craft. I kind of like to skip from craft to craft to craft, get my housework done first off, and then it always depends on the day how much stuff you have going on. So yeah, did that. Slept okay. Brad slept okay. He was in quite a bit of pain last night again. He kept having me put more muscle rub on him, and he used a heating pad for a while, and that seemed to help and stuff. One of the things that we do, you see, we don't take any painkillers or anything except for just over the counter, is once in a while, instead of taking his Tylenol PM, he'll take Midol. And other men do too. And you think about it, Midol's made to help ease cramps. And I actually learned that from a back forum thing I was reading, that some people will try once in a while to take a couple Midol instead of like their Aleve or their Tylenol or their ibuprofen. And sometimes just that little bit of a difference of a mix will help. And that's what it does for Brad. And so we do that. And that seemed to help him get a better night's rest. What else? So today got up, and I was just feeling kind of lazy today. So always when I get up, I text Brad to let him know that I'm up. And because he's already gone to work, and either I've gotten up with him, helped him get off to work, and then went back to bed, or I've just stayed in bed, depending on the night, how the night's sleep went. And I text him, and he always calls if he can. He calls and we talk, and then I just wanted to sit and talk with my best friend Linda for a bit, because sometimes either one of our houses will be crazy enough or enough stuff going on in our life that we don't get to just sit and have one of those great, silly, talk about everything conversations that she and I love so much. Because we come up, I have to tell you, she and I come up with some of the off-the-wall stuff, and it just happens. It's nothing either one of us try to do. You know how when you just have that kind of connection with somebody that you just kind of like do, and that's the way it is. I mean, we just kind of have that connection where we will come up with some of the most harebrained stuff. And, where we can share with each other our honest feelings about stuff, and not worry about being judged. And, because that other person understands you, or else they're going to listen. And, you could really kind of, vent feelings that you can't really vent anywhere else, except for maybe if you're married or with somebody. You don't have to be married. Back in the old days, they thought you had to be married. But now, not so much. It just, whatever makes that person happy. But yeah, so I just wanted to sit and have a silly, or not even silly, but just just talk with her for a while and stuff. And that's what I did. We had a good time, talked about all kinds of stuff. And then, all of a sudden, I looked down, and Missy was on the couch. I didn't even have my bed folded up yet. And she was kind of like, I thought maybe she was going to throw up. And it wasn't that, it was she was gagging. And she got off the couch. She kind of stumbled here, and I was watching her. And she was making a god-awful sound. And I asked her if she was okay a couple times. I was still on the phone with Linda. And then all of a sudden she sat, and then she just kind of collapsed. And I told Linda I had to go, And picked her up, and she was just kind of limp. And this is my little dachshund, who's 15 years old. I gave her a couple mouth to snouts, breathing for her. And I realized that the air wasn't going anywhere except for bellowing back out her cheeks. And I did a finger swoop down the throat. And what it was a partial piece of, that fake jerky you can give dogs. Evidently what happened is, I know I had just treated them, and she didn't have very many teeth left at her age. And what she has a tendency to do is, if she can't really chew something really well, is she'll just swallow it. And what I think it lodged in there, and it, and so, God, that scared me. It really scared me. And then I got that out, and I gave her one more breath, and she just kind of came to. It happened so fast that I could still feel, it felt like her heart was still beating, but it happened so fast. And then she just kind of laid there on the couch, just kind of a little dazed, with her head up and stuff. And then, I kept talking to her and stuff, and then she's fine now. But God, how scary, you guys. That was scary. It's not the first time I've had to give mouth to snout to a pet. We had this dog, and it was Brad's, or not dog, it was a cat named Bitsy. And let me see if I can find a picture of her. We got in some pictures from, that Brad had printed out. Anyway, she was this tiny little cat. Yep, here she is. Okay, you see this picture here? And it's this cat right here. This is when they were younger underneath the Christmas tree. That is Bitsy here, and then Misty and Misty, we adopted these two together. They were in cages side by side at the dog pound, and actually it was her night that she was going to be, no, her night she was going to be euthanized, and she was scheduled for the next night. And what happened when Brad stuck his finger in Bitsy's cage, and she bit him. Not enough to, like, take off blood or anything, but she bit him, and I said, we'll take that one too.
The story of Bitsy.
Yeah. But anyway, she had a thing about latex balloons, or, any kind of balloon. And what happened was, one of the girls got one from school that wasn't inflated, and she found it on the carpet. And she swallowed it. And I rushed her to the vet, and they had to put her out in order to get it up. But she was so small, I think she never did tolerate anesthesia very well. And I think they gave her too much, and then they let us come get her. And Brad was at work, and she's laying on the couch right next to me. And all of a sudden I look over, and she's not breathing. And so I picked her up, and I started doing mouth to snout. And, after about 5 of those, she came to, and then I just really watched her, And then I called the vet's emergency, and they said just keep an eye on her and stuff. But evidently, I think they gave her too much, and, so.
But she was a tiny little girl.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She was teeny tiny.
Yeah.
What do you think she weighed?
At the most, I think she was about 6.5 pounds.
Since she was just always tiny. When we first got her, she's just short little body, right? She had these long legs. She wasn't real tall, but at that point in time, those seemed long. And then she had this little tail that had been cut off. We don't know how. And it curled around like this. And the vet always worried that we were going to have that part amputated because, sometimes it would get caught on something and hurt. So we had she never did have to have it amputated. We just really watched it. But she had a tiny little thing, and that cat was ferocious. Not mean, but okay. She had a thing about socks. You'd leave somewhere and you'd find all of your socks out. But she would walk through the front room and do that shoulder roll just like a tiger does. Everybody cleared the path. And if you left and you were gone out of town, like for a couple of days, and you came home, she'd be mad. She would not even acknowledge you, especially Brad, because Brad was hers. And she wouldn't acknowledge him, and then she would bite him on the finger again. And when she would take a hold of your finger, she would shake her head, so yeah, get the full effect. And then she would love him again. But she lived to be, what, 19? 20? And Brad was heartbroken when she passed away. He's allergic to cats, yes. But that little girl in him, he's allergic to cats, but he loves cats.
Yeah, she was my baby.
And she was his baby. And she would, once in a while she'd come up and have me pet her, but she mainly was his. I mean, she'd come up on his chest and lay and stuff. And did she usually sleep with you? And, yeah, like I said, Brad really loves cats. Unfortunately, he's allergic to them, But, yeah, he's always had quite a connection with cats. I'll tell you guys another story is...
when you're done with that story, I got to tell you about Charlie's party foul.
Oh!
Go ahead.
Bradley...
Sorry, I'm going to blot out the sun.
Okay. Bradley was upset by something his parents had done. His parents were divorced, and I'll just say that. He got caught in the middle of something they never should have put him in. Anyway, Bradley is not a drinker. We never really have been much drinkers, but, he was upset, and he had some, I think it was some Crown Royal, and I think he had some other stuff, whatever was in the house, which wasn't much. We were newly married, and which was fine. We were at home, He's not belligerent or anything, and he's silly. If he gets drunk, he's silly, and he decided that he needed to rescue the cat we had at that time, whose name was Charity. Charity was on this tree stump. Okay? This tree stump was not any higher than my husband.
Yeah, it's about 5 foot high.
Oh, about 5 foot high. He decided he needed to rescue this cat. But he needed to climb this stump and rescue this cat out front, right by the front door. He fell. Next day he wakes up, he's got scratches. I think it's on your side.
Yeah.
And stuff. And I said, yeah, you were out there rescuing the cat. But, okay, do tell us. Bradley just took Charlie. I told you guys that he was the most social.
I hadn't really talked to Ed and Jeannie for quite a while. And I went over there to talk to him, and Ed and Jeannie's friends from that own the pizza place were coming over, and Ed's trying to get this fire going. It's not going real well. And Ed he's got several chunks of wood down there right by the fire pit.
Oh, no.
And Ed goes to bend over to pick up a piece of wood. Charlie goes right between Ed and the wood and pees all over it.
Oh, my. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I apologized profusely, and Ed thought it was funny.
Oh, my God.
But, yeah. So, now when they burn that wood, it's going to give off a burning urine smell.
Oh, right in that corner up there?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Yeah. So.
He did that. Before Kay took sick and stuff, Brett would take Charlie over there, right up on the light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shake it really good. Would take Charlie over with, and Charlie would want to go poop in her flowers. Charlie, we got to talk about your toilet habits.
Yeah.
Out in public, homie.
Yeah.
And he didn't care, did he, that he was peeing on their wood?
Nope.
He was probably wagging his tail.
Yeah, and then Jeannie came out. She was inside.
Uh-huh.
And she came out, and normally he loves Jeannie.
Yeah.
But he started growling and barking.
Really?
And yeah. It might have been she was wearing a hoodie and everything.
Oh, probably. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Charlie, you can't pee on the wood. He's like, I did.
Yeah.
Charlie. He's like, I can't talk. Are you too embarrassed, Charlie? Oh, my God. I can't believe... Right in between.
And then he was doing the explosion of happiness.
Yeah.
I was trying to talk to Ed, and all of a sudden Charlie would bolt.
Yeah.
And hit the end of the leash and about pull me off my feet.
Yeah.
And I'd tell him to stop, and he'd look at me and drop his head, and I'd say his name, and it was just like, whoa, yeah! And he'd go galloping the other way. And yeah.
Was Ed laughing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, funny. Charlie.
I said, Ed, you realize he probably weighs more than you do.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Big old boy.
Yeah. And,
right, Charlie?
So I'll tell you the rest of the conversation when you're done talking with him.
So yeah, that was that was my saving my dachshund. Right, Missy? I wasn't ready to let her go.
No.
So beware if you've got a senior dog or a dog with dental issues. I'm not giving her anything else that she can just swallow, because and that could have happened at any point in time, but only the soft treats now, honey. Okay? I'm talking. Okay, I didn't want you to think I was.
No.
Yeah, but so yeah. Then after that, I let Linda know real quick, because I knew she would be worried that Missy Mayhem, as Daddy nicknamed Mama Mayhem, as Daddy nicknamed you now, is okay. Then I cleaned house real quick and stuff because he got off at 3. I did get a hat done last night. I thought I was going to get 2 done, but it was already 3:30, and I thought, you better stop. So I'll have a couple done probably tomorrow. But I got this one done for Texas.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that pretty?
That is cool.
Yep. So, yep, that one's done for Texas. And I got to get on that researching where to donate to.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially you, Rebecca, if you know of a place, let me know. I think Rebecca Miller, don't you live in Texas? You know, so, yeah, I need to do some research on that tonight. It's already the 13th. So, and with Christmas and stuff, that kind of takes, people are busy. But besides that, yeah, just cleaned house, and then Brad came home and we ate a late lunch, and then I took a nap. Now I gotta go back in full clothes. So, but yeah, I haven't got doing painting. I'm hoping to get some done, you know.
I thought you were going to be able to go out today, but
Well, I was gonna paint inside too, because the 2 paintings I have going right now, I really do need to. I'm referencing a couple photographs for parts of them, and I need to. It's not good enough on my phone.
Oh yeah.
So I need to work in conjunction with my laptop here. Yeah, last night we just had both laptops out here, just happy as could be, and that works out great. I'm happy to see Brad using laptop. The tablet is kind of a no-go because you can't do anything on it when you're charging it. So it's like he could use it for a short amount of time. If he didn't need to charge it, but we're not going to replace it because we have the 2 laptops. That's enough. For now, we got other priorities and stuff. So, it's just kind of like our phones give us some fits, but I don't really want to pay to replace them right now.
Well, you and I aren't into the latest and greatest technology.
No, I love technology, but like you said,
Yeah, but it's, I mean,
I have other priorities.
It's not worth dumping the money into the newest when, if you wait a year,
right.
it's gonna...
And we know lots of people that are into the latest and greatest. We have a lot of family members that are that way, but we've always been the ones that kind of wait. We wait for, like, you see something new, like, come out, like when the DVD players first came out. And they were so expensive, everybody remember?
Mm-hmm.
And like tablets, when tablets first came out, they were so expensive. And we're the type to sit back and watch to see what the trend does and wait for them to drop massively in price. And then, I couldn't figure out for the longest time why everybody kept looking at their phone. Because, see, we didn't have a smartphone. It's a smart, dumb phone. And I couldn't figure out, man, these people got a lot of people, they must be texting just constantly. I didn't realize they could do the whole interweb and,
Yeah, we finally got smartphones when I was in the car business.
Yeah.
I really had to have a smartphone for the car business.
Yeah. So, and that's these. Oh, no, we had...
This is the second smartphone.
This is the second, yeah. And, I mean, it's like, to do my to lower the volume on my phone no longer works, the button on the side. So I have to use the button on the to increase it, and then I can manually swipe it. And sometimes it wants to get stubborn about some other stuff, but I'm not ready to let it go yet. I think I'll probably get another year out of it, probably.
Yeah. Well, and God, as expensive as new phones are.
Well, it used to be, remember, guys, how you used to be able to get, like, we've always been with Verizon from the time we signed up. And that's just us. But we used to always be able to get, when you're going to re-up, usually like a buy one, get one free and stuff. And now, no, you got to pay monthly and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you think about that, if you're paying, whatever you're going to pay a month, you're going to be paying quite a bit for a phone.
Yep.
So, and I know you can buy your phones privately and stuff, but I just don't want to F with all that.
Yeah. Well, and 2 is that plan where we got, they discontinued that plan, but we could have been grandfathered in if we chose to.
What plan, honey?
The plan where you get a new phone every 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and, but with us getting off that plan, it dropped our phone bill by like $50 a month.
Well, yeah, and we don't always need a new phone every 2 years. This is 3 years right now, isn't it?
I think this spring it'll be 3 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're on 2.5 right now.
Yeah. And yeah, we are. And it's like, you just don't need to right now.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's all we got going on. I don't even know what we're doing for dinner. Do you?
We talked about it.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm easy.
I probably would be happy with a bowl of cereal. I'm not real particularly
hungry right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, that's all we really got going on. I got laundry calling my name.
Lucky you.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. I am gonna sit down tonight when I get done folding laundry. You be quiet, Mr. Heide.
I didn't say a word.
And I am gonna answer comments.
I did not say a word, my love.
Look at me.
Yes, but see, I can do what you can't. I can look through my eyebrows.
Well, I'm happy for you.
You have no response for
I'm
that.
happy for you. Okay, love you guys. We think you're awesome. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. Merry New Year's. I don't know. Hey, talk to you tomorrow. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.